Another day, another problem with the square body. What's going on, everybody? Car Guy V8 here with another video, and today I just wanted to tell y'all a quick story about my 1979 GMC Sierra. As you know, it's been about 700 miles or so since I put its fresh 355 V8 in it, and basically the other day I was just fiddling with the distributor a little bit, giving it a couple more degrees, seeing if I couldn't unlock a couple more horsepower. And as I was pulling out onto the main road, I was getting up to speed, doing about 30, 40, speeding up, and I noticed the hood went sideways all of a sudden and then started lifting up, and I slammed on the brakes as fast as I could and brought it to a quick stop and was able to turn onto a side road, luckily, and make it back to the house. I was just a half mile away, and luckily it didn't do any damage to the hood. But one thing I did notice about the hood hinges, I will show y'all in a second. One of them is bad, and somehow it caused the spring to pop off while driving. I still don't know how, because it doesn't make sense if you think about the way the hood springs work with the hood hinges. So I still don't know how it happened, but I know that they're going to be getting replaced very soon. Here is the hood hinge in question. As you can see, it is pretty wobbly. But even so, whenever the hood's closed, the spring is at full tension, connects there to there. So it should not be able to pop out, you would think, but somehow it did. And that's the only time it's ever done it. The other one's not the best, but it's considerably better. But still, I'm going to get new hinges and hood pins this time. I will definitely put hood pins on it, because I do not want to damage that nice cowl hood. And while the hood's off and the hood hinges are off, I think I'm going to go ahead and replace the passenger side fender since I've got another one. If y'all remember, I mentioned in a previous video how the previous owner got drunk one night and actually ran into the side of this truck. I think it was with an RV, funny enough. And he did all that damage right there. But luckily he provided another fender for the truck. So I think this gives me the perfect opportunity to go ahead and throw that fender on. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to give it a redneck paint job. I'll show y'all what I'm going to use. I think it's actually going to look really good. So what I'm going to be using is this SEM trim black, which actually will coat plastic, steel, aluminum, stainless steel, and chrome. So it covers a wide range of surfaces it'll coat. I went ahead and sprayed a little bit down there without prepping at all, just to see what it would look like on the square body. It's already got like 6 colors on this truck, so I figured I would do that, but that's not a super good representation of what this can do. What prompted this is my 1985 Fox body. I recently painted all the trim on it last Saturday, and it turned out phenomenal. Like, this stuff covers better than any spray paint I've personally ever used. And I actually spray paint a lot of stuff at work, so I've used a lot of different spray paints. And I painted my old hood on the green machine back when I had it, and that hood turned out okay, but I won't use the kind of paint I did back then again. But after seeing how well this paint covered the Fox body and how smoothly it sprayed, and even like if I went back over this right now, it would dry looking just like that. Even if I didn't hit down there and just got up there, you wouldn't really even be able to tell I added another coat. It's honestly strange. But let me show y'all the Fox body just so y'all can see. It's still a little wet because I just washed it, because I'm actually going to be painting the whole car tomorrow. So, well, let's see what it looks like. So here it is. It's actually like an 80-20 matte gloss mixture, so it does have shine in it. It's not entirely matte, but I was surprised at how smoothly it sprayed. The whole car's trim, I gave like 4 coats or so, and it only took a can and a half, maybe a little less, because I tested it on some other stuff. But I did mirrors, all the trim, the cowl, the windshield wipers, but they're not on it right now. I did the fuel door handles. I mean, there was a lot of masking tape I had to use on this process. I had to mask a lot of stuff off, but I could not believe how smoothly that paint sprayed and how good it turned out. I did the fuel door too, but it's not on the car right now. But I'm really considering doing my whole truck this color just to see what it looks like, because it couldn't look any worse than it does now with those 6 different colors. And I can't afford an actual paint job right now. So I think 7 cans, maybe, what would that be? Maybe $100. I think I could do the whole truck, because this paint, if I'm thinking correctly, it's not even necessary to prime it. I didn't prime this, and I read places that said there's no need to prime it. So I mean, it could be the cheapest good looking paint job I may ever do, to be honest. But if y'all just hate that idea, I won't do it. So give me some feedback. But personally, I think it's going to look pretty good. All right, guys, stay tuned to the channel as we paint this truck. Side note, SEM does not sponsor me. But if they did, I think I'd paint my whole house with that stuff.